your daughter, man? Why you not with your kids? Why you not with your kids?
Bro, what the f is wrong with you?
Why you not with your kids? My shirt! Get off my shirt! Get off my Erica Mena shirt! I'm the godfather of your kids!
Play with me, stupid.
Get off my shirt!
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So there's been a lot of talk about Erica Mena and Safaree's divorce regarding the child support that Erica Mena was awarded of $4,305 a month. A lot of people have been having mixed feelings about the amount that she's going to receive. There has also been footage aired out there on Love HipHop showing the type of father that Safaree is showing himself to be, displaying an immature approach to stepping up and doing what he needs to do. So right here you see that Safaree responded to all the negative feedback that was put out there, saying, "I don't need or want sympathy from anybody, but before you wonder about how my relationship with my kids are going, just know that they are on their way to a great childhood. Y'all believe this TV-ish if you want, but a lot of y'all don't have common sense, so I get it, but dang." And then another one says, "I'm sick of this fake A narrative to like I'm a deadbeat." Well, I think he's saying to look like I'm a deadbeat. "I don't want a treat for being with my kids, but don't act like I'm not with my kids because y'all don't see it. My kids is in a mansion and that's because of me. I'm with them all the time." So a lot of the back and forth comments between him and Erica and also what we seen on the show left people kind of confused. A lot of people were saying he was a deadbeat based off his actions on the show, his comments, his style of communication, and immature behavior and choices that he was making. So he didn't look too good on the show. And right here he says, "And y'all Love and Hip Hop editors ain't ish. We told y'all not to air my baby falling and y'all still used it. Had us reshoot a whole bunch of BS. Y'all still use that. Y'all don't have no respect because that was not my response of me finding out I was having a boy." And I got the clips. I'm going to play all of that, but we know how editors do. Sometimes they do chop up things and place it in other scenarios. Sometimes they don't show the full conversation, but this is what happens when you're on reality TV. And Erica didn't seem to disagree with anything that happened on there, especially if it was going to work out in her favor in the courts. And to the public, that's all we see. And what we see doesn't display a good image of how a man should step up or how a father is supposed to be. So he's been getting a lot of backlash for that, but now the topic is circulating on whether or not Erica Mena is getting enough child support or not, and also her intentions of what she wanted to receive. Do I believe 4K is enough? Yes, but it also factors into your cost of living for where you stay and how much child care and medical bills will be in that particular area. And some people may argue that because the kids are born by celebrities, putting them in a regular daycare with regular kids will make them more of a target because people know about their parents and their financial status. So a lot of people debated on whether she just wanted to keep up with the lifestyle or whether the amount was not enough because she wanted to make sure she had the best for her kids. But factoring in how much money she makes outside of the child support, it looks like her kids are going to do just fine, and that's all that really counts. I'm not sure how the courts look at things, but oftentimes if the man is making 100% of the income and the wife has no income coming in and they've been married for some time, the courts will award her alimony and child support depending on the circumstances, even if they haven't been married 10 years, because she had no income coming in and she still has to support the children and have a roof over her head to do so. They did sign a prenup and they both have joint custody. So usually in joint custody, there's an arrangement made where the children will be with her for some time and be with him for some time. So if that is the case, that is taking a load off of her, allowing her to do what she needs to do while he has the kids during his time with them. It's sad that they couldn't work it out. If they could have worked it out, then it would have been much more easier. But sadly, co-parenting becomes an equal responsibility only because you're in two separate places, having to pay two separate amount of bills and still have to financially support the kids. It's just so much involved in this, but I'm going to go ahead and play a little timeline of their toxic history and how it all came to this point for people that are kind of lost at why people are saying that he's a deadbeat, or that are kind of lost about their custody situation, their finances, and also why they got a divorce in their communication. Now, before I start the clips, I do want to be a little messy and just read this post that Safaree posted back in 2017 that reads, "I really want a kid. Nikki, you were supposed to have my child. I can't believe this is life." All right, y'all, go ahead and check out these clips.
So now that you finally knocked me up.
Yes, God is good. Thank you. Thank you.
You want to see what we're having?
What do you want? I know what you want.
What do you think I want?
A girl.
But what do you want?
Curious to see what a girl would look like me.
A girl, you?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Uh-oh. I've seen a color.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
All right, let's try this one more time. I want to start shopping. We got a lot of things to do and not enough time.
Yeah.
So,
okay, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's see what baby Sam
Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3.
Listen, don't start.
How you know you can
Do I
eat
look
this?
fat?
What the hell is this supposed to mean? 4 puppies.
No. And this baby will definitely have more color than white.
Still
It's
don't
not
know.
meant to. Yeah, whatever. I'm hungry, honey. So I've heard you make statements like having the baby is a lot of work and.
Oh, it definitely. It's lightened up maybe this much, but the first year is definitely a lot.
Well, yeah, and then I just feel like we lost a lot of what used to keep us so happy and, you know.
So what, you're pregnant?
We're pregnant.
How many weeks are you?
23. Say something.
You know how I feel
About?
about having more kids.
Are you sad? Are you like upset?
I don't know what I am. I felt like we just started getting a rhythm with Machi turning 1. You have to start all over again.
Only a few weeks ago, Erica was posting bikini pictures, flat stomach. Are you shocked that she could be this far along?
I'm flabbergasted. Like I just don't get it. And that just goes to show how distant we've been. Like we live in the same house. She's this far along pregnant and I didn't know. This is crazy.
Can I ask you like what you're feeling? I need to figure this out with you so that this way we don't drift apart again.
I don't know.
I'm a married woman that's going on baby number 2 with a man that totally has no respect or regard for how I feel.
And it's not fair because, like, I didn't ask for this. It's like, it's not fair.
This is crazy. Are you near Magic? Tell them why you know name beef patty.
I'm not sure if Safaree will be able to handle having a new baby because I know he tends to run away from the responsibilities of just us having our one now.
You look pregnant, but you still look small.
Well, I've been working out consistently. I feel like it makes me feel a lot better just in general. But I went to the doctors.
Mm-hmm.
They were able to tell me all the good stuff. The baby is fine. And then, anyway, you're having a son.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she showed me that. Safaree, pick her up, you freaking idiot. Like, what's your problem? I'm
See, when she's in here with me by herself, this don't happen.
This moment is probably setting me up to get ready for what my life is about to be. Me having to hold down my babies by myself, even when they're hurting, because daddy finds it to be funny. But it just proves how immature he is.
That was a real dickhead move of you.
It's your fault. Shouldn't have had her over there.
I should have never had her over there.
Yeah?
Safaree, shut up.
She's here throwing guitars on her head.
And you're there laughing at her instead of picking.
So you guys see that the way he responded and the way he presented himself to the public would make the public believe that he just doesn't care or that he's not a good dad. But then I also noticed this too. I noticed that they used the same confessional video of Erica Mena in two different scenes. Right here it shows the scene with the baby falling, and then the confessional video is her with this dress on, showing that she's further along in the pregnancy. And then there's the other scene with her telling Safaree that she's pregnant and she's not far along yet. And this is another scene, but it's the same confessional with her with the same dress, still farther along. So I don't know if they do the confessional videos during the episodes or after the episodes and after they have already watched it, just to ask their opinions about it. But I did notice that.
Okay, Erica, what's going on up there with you and Safaree?
Somebody want to have some more babies and somebody don't.
She's saying, how can I look at this baby and not want another one?
But tell them why you don't want another one. Because I got too big during my pregnancy.
No, I didn't
Tell
say
them.
that. Yeah, see, how you know you could
Do I
eat
look
this?
fat?
You look pregnant, but you still look small.
Well, I've been working out consistently. I feel like it makes me feel a lot better.
No, I didn't say
Tell
that.
them.
Yeah, see, first of all, I
Thank
never
you.
said that.
It's not right, Safaree.
Thank you.
Oh my, yo, she's making this up.
Yo, you
Woman almost dies giving birth.
you mentioned my stomach afterwards.
Oh, wow.
I didn't say she got too big. I
Yes,
just
you
said.
did. You said you got too big. I got too big. I don't want to be fat again. That's what you said.
Safaree,
No, I didn't say that. I just said
you
the
should
whole
apologize,
process is a
especially
lot.
on camera, man.
And it's stressful.
I've heard you make statements like having the baby's a lot of work and
Oh, it definitely.
And then not only that, he waits till after we get married to say he don't want no more kids. Like, you knew I want more kids.
Oh, wow.
So as y'all can see, he didn't get married for the right reasons. He wanted a trophy wife. He seems to have that superficial mindset, worrying about the person's looks over their well-being, especially with something so serious like a woman carrying your child. Most of the time, a person would put superficial stuff to the side and then worrying about the rest after the fact. When a woman is pregnant, getting fat should be the least of the man's worries, because they want to make sure that they're supportive, because it's a process. It's a process that can have a lot of complications, and because men will not be able to experience that process, the least they could do is be more supportive. But I definitely wouldn't have had no more kids, knowing what I know after the first go around, but knowing that she was still going to have sex with him. If I was her, I would have got on some type of birth control just to avoid the possibility. But what's done is done.
Here I am, just giving birth to your kid. And you didn't even hesitate to entertain another woman. Like, help me make this make sense.
So
I
have
no idea what you're talking about.
have a conversation with him about it, clear the air.
Bobby decided to give the breakdown of that night.
You give a breakdown on what?
Like, the whole scenario. How apparently you always had a crush on her.
I'm waiting for you to get to the point that
And
you
you
say
probably would have smashed had she not got so drunk that night.
whatever. You make in your head and you make it just be way more than what it really is. It was my birthday. Bobby brought somebody with them. Was I flirting? Yeah, I may have been, but we're going through a divorce, so you can't tell me nothing. It's my world. We've been talking through lawyers. We haven't spoken in months. So why are you worried about what I'm doing?
You know what it is with him is that he doesn't take responsibility for what
And
he's
she don't take
done.
responsibility for what
Bro,
she
I'm not here around on you. I talk to you like, because guess what? I'm in pain. I want you to feel a little bit.
Well,
I'm not gonna slut myself out though.
we're going through a divorce. You filed for divorce.
That was your, okay, I filed for divorce. Let me turn up.
So why did you file for divorce?
It don't matter. I really thought the dream he sold me was his dream too. This man wanted the house, the family, the this, the that, like everything. And when he got it, he abandoned me.
Stop saying abandoned.
You
You
did.
don't know what abandoned means.
No, you abandoned.
Abandoned means I left and that's it.
You
Just
did
left
leave
family.
and that's it.
Using like the words like abandonment and like things that like that's not.
You did leave and that's it.
No.
The world saw you, Safaree.
Where's Safaree? He has not been home. He's gyrating all over Miami.
Handle the fact that you have a broken home because of your actions and you're not man enough to sit there and fix your broken home. Yeah, after a while, you made my pregnancy hell. Okay, Safaree. Out of here, bro. You living your best life. Flying in bitches. Out of here. And I just told you we're exactly. We're not together.
You're single. You promoting that.
You damn right. You've been promoting. You single. Chasing Bobby's friend around a boat.
Who? Wait, chasing who? What?
At the end of the day, that was destined for failure, my friend.
First start, the foundation gotta be, you gotta understand that person first.
Yes.
So when you have a person that's aggressively South Bronx and Jamaica raised by women, sisters, and moms, you don't even want that drama. You don't even want it. Like he walks away. So when it comes to you banging on your door with it, that ain't answering that door.
I understand that you are upset.
I don't want to be with him no more.
You saying that now, Erica?
No, I'm done, bro. How many times I gotta be publicly humiliated, treated like and like disregarded, like I'm not a human being? Don't want to be right now. I am only 2 months postpartum. This man doesn't take responsibility. He's not there for me emotionally. He's not reliable when it comes to these kids.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Then I gotta sit here while another man tells me what the my husband is doing with another bitch. Damn. I'll be all right. Please be gentle with me. Like, please. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let me enjoy this. That's all I want. He needs to enjoy it too. Because he just lost his family. Ouch.
I haven't been to the house for a few weeks, so this is the first time I've seen Erica since we both filed for divorce, and you know, we just haven't been speaking. We got each other blocked, and nothing has been nice about our communication. What's new?
You being here? Are you happy?
I'm not the one who filed.
That's what you wanted. I haven't seen my husband face to face in some time. And as much as I love him, I love me more. We're gonna have this conversation because we need it. The main thing is that my kids come first. You know, we gotta get this co-parenting thing figured out.
I'm still gonna be around. At the end of the day, whether me and you are together or not, I'm going to still be 100% for my family.
How, when you don't have a family now?
This is still my family.
What is? You don't care if your kids grow up in a broken home.
It won't be a broken
Yes,
home.
it is. You're living somewhere else. I'm living here. That's a broken home.
'Cause-
And therefore, I have to suffer because you get to live where you say 20 minutes away, wake up when you feel like it, do as you please, where I have to be around the clock 24/7, a mother and a father when you're not around to our children. I'm weeks away from giving birth to our son. It's you that's out of town. It's me stuck in this house by myself, taking care of our daughter.
You know, I definitely take responsibility for the things that, you know, I've done to cause her pain. But the last time I was at the house, I had to call the police because me and her got into an argument and she starts yelling and crying and throwing stuff at me and picking up sharp objects, and I just need to protect myself. Look, I'm not gonna lie to myself. The inevitable with me and you is us not lasting.
It's not gonna last.
We're not gonna last.
No effort. If you love us the way you love you, yes. If you decided I'm going to be a man for mine, yes. But I know that's not the case.
And that's why I filed for divorce. I know you would never put us before you. Never.
This is really up. I feel scammed.
So now you're free. Congratulations, you got what you want. You can live your bachelor life.
It's not about
You
bachelor
could do
life.
all of that you
I
want
love
to do
being
now.
a father, and I want us to just be
Okay.
amazing for our children.
Yeah, okay.
She looks at me with so much anger sometimes. It's like, damn. But I know where my heart is. I know what I want to do. I still want to be there and do as much as I can with the kids.
Our son will be born in a couple of weeks, so that by the time he comes, I could really fully wrap my head around the fact that I'm going to be a single mother of 2 under 2.
I'm gonna go check on my G.
Neglect. You're like, you're my roommate.
I've been sleeping in my studio.
Is it fulfilling?
It's been
Does it hug you back?
Is it what?
Does it hug you back?
No, but I've been able to be calm.
Calm?
Yeah.
Calm from the hell you've created?
I haven't created hell.
No?
I just feel like you act very different from before we got married. You just
because
changed a lot.
I feel really neglected by you. I feel like you don't take the time to be into me like you used to. You forget, about me. Like, you don't even think sometimes on the weekends to let me sleep in and you take care of mommy. You don't even think, let me just fold these clothes that, she washed for me. I know they're my underwear. Like, you're just so oblivious and so in your own world, and you forget that you're supposed to be my other half. We're supposed to be a team.
Yeah, well, we're definitely not a team. Doesn't feel like it.
The way she keeps bringing it up, it almost seems as though she does still love him, and she's just looking for him to save the marriage and prove his love to her, because there's still feelings there. That's why you always hear her talk about how much he hurt her. And because he's so closed off and distant, she's trying to get a reaction from him. And the more she doesn't get a reaction, the more it frustrates her. So in her mind, he's an absent person in her life. So to me, it looks like he's more of a lazy man than anything, because a lot of times you hear her say about how he doesn't want to help around the house and help her out with the kids, and he kind of want to just go around and party and do what he want to do, leaving her at the house by himself, kind of like what many men do. I think Princess Love had the same issue with Ray J, and many other women have had the same issue with their men. Honestly, I think they could have worked it out, because when it comes to men, and I'm saying some men, not all men, you have to basically tell them what to do. They have that kid mentality, and you basically have to teach them and train them about what you need and what you want and what is required, because sometimes it just doesn't click like that. But their communication is just so off, because one is expecting that person to just do something and know what that person wants, and the other person is just clueless to what they need to do. I believe if Erica just kind of told him, hey, could you fold the clothes for me? Or asked him, could you do this? Could you do that? Then he would get in the habit of getting in the routine of doing certain things that he needs to do. Even though a grown man shouldn't have to be told what to do, but you would be surprised of how many stories you would hear about women having to tell their men how to do things like their children. I believe if they had went to therapy and the therapist could have told them how to communicate, it probably could have gotten better over time. Simple things like, hey, could you watch your child while I take a nap? I'm tired. Or could you feed your child? Or could you change your child while I go do this, that, and the third, so he can get in a routine, versus just yelling about what he's not doing. Being a new parent, this is kind of a phase that you have to go through until everything starts becoming familiar, because it's a big transition in their life. Think about how many stay-at-home moms have this same problem of having to do everything for their children physically, but the man is kind of out working or doing everything that he needs to do outside of the home. And then when they come home, they get to get a good night's rest and food on the table, and the woman never gets a break. So it's understandable how a woman can be so frustrated behind that. But I just think with proper communication, they could have worked it out.
I wouldn't take our wedding pictures and put it in the garbage. For what? What the hell were you thinking when you did that?
You just tweeted to the world that marrying me was your biggest mistake, and you worried about me dumping wedding pictures that I don't
Yeah,
want to
because
see.
that's personal. That's real
Yeah,
life.
and so is
that's
real life. You tweeted something.
So it's not real life.
Like, are you even remorseful for the public humiliation? For like how you're making me feel? What are you putting me through? No matter what's in jeopardy for my husband, there's still no click.
You asked for my hand in marriage. You asked for this family that we've created together. And now that you have it, it's not interesting enough for you anymore.
I never said that.
How about like when you make comments about like how you don't want to have any more kids?
I realized having a kid was this much work, so that's why I said I don't want no more kids. It's a lot of work. Well,
I'm almost scared like you don't want to do life with me.
it's so dramatic. Us talking one-on-one is a waste. You need to talk to somebody and you just need to figure your out.
Oh, what about you?
I'm fine.
What?
You don't know how to do real life. It's not a rap video every day.
What's real life I don't know how to do?
This.
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody has problems. Everybody has demons. It's just a matter if you're mature enough to face them.
Whether I have problems or not, I don't come out aggressive. You're aggressive,
What?
and I don't like the aggressive side
What?
of you.
You don't like the aggressive side?
I don't like it.
You stir up the pot.
Don't
and when
matter.
it starts overflowing and boiling over, ooh, it's too hot for Safaree.
Get over it.
Oh, get over it.
Or don't get over it and do what you gotta do.
Okay, what do I gotta do then?
Whatever you gotta do to make
What do
yourself
I gotta
happy.
do?
I don't know. Do what you wanna do.
Okay, you don't care?
I don't care.
Cool. Are we done? Take this.
That's all she does. Walk around the house and slam doors. I gotta deal with that all day.
Oh, yikes. Erica, we saw you get really emotional on that phone call. Can you talk to us about that moment, what you were feeling?
I was really like breaking in like pieces day by day. I've done a lot of therapy since, and I found so many lessons that I needed to learn. And I was able to tap into like, I attracted this energy into my life. Yeah, I've had some faults in my marriage, but at the same time, I've also swept so much under the rug. And I think that's why I got taken advantage of, because for the first time, I thought I was safe.
Safaree, I gotta ask you, how does it feel to listen to what Erica's saying, to see and hear the pain? And are you in pain?
You know, I always purposely just try to numb myself from everything so that I don't feel pain. And I'll tell myself I don't care so that I could really believe it. But there's pain.
It's obvious me and Safaree will never be. I was in the hospital bed with this man's son. That man didn't care if I made it through that pregnancy. That man didn't care if I made it through that labor. I really have fought through some dark time. Like literally, I couldn't get out of bed, guys. There was days I could not eat. But at the same time, I have to face my kids and I gotta act like everything's okay because I'm the only one that feeds them on a day-to-day basis. Like I had to drag myself out of that dark place. With my first son, because I had to hustle so much, I sacrificed so much time away from my firstborn, and I'm still trying to make it up to this day. And this is stuff that I've confessed, you know, and been vulnerable with to him about. That's why it's weird that he knows traumatic experience I've had of being a single mother once, and then he turns around and makes me a single mother twice. I've already come to terms that Safaree will never really take accountability, and that's fine. He don't owe me nothing. All he owes now is his kids, and that's all I care about.
Safaree, do you want to say anything at this point?
Come on, see this?
Grow up.
Shut the up.
You can cuss me out. I'm cool with it.
Speak, bro, because there's somebody out there like you. So you got to speak, bro.
I want you to be able to speak and not us speak for you. So if there's anything, I mean, this is the time.
I don't even know how to start.
We want to hear. Start.
He said
he has pain. Sometimes to get your pain out, you gotta release it. If you got pain, dog, you gotta get it out too. Y'all both.
Who wants to get married, have kids, and then end up here? Like, I wouldn't have thought 2 years later this is where we would have been. We were just at a place where it was just who could hurt who the most, and we were there for a long time. It sucks. Definitely sorry for the time when our son was born. And I left a week later.
It wasn't a week later.
Okay, just let me finish.
It was days. Okay. But go ahead.
Erica talked about how the divorce has affected her. How has it affected you?
It hasn't. He's been having fun.
Okay, it looks like it, but he probably hasn't.
He's been living his best damn life.
Well, it
But he
appears.
is not living his best life.
No, good for him though.
That boy would have got a girl look like you.
When
That
you
ain't
ain't
your
gotta
best
wake
life.
up to take care of 2 babies, you better be.
I think he has some things he may want to say, but he's just not in a space where he feels safe to be able to say whatever he wants to say.
He telling you he hurt. He telling you he's sorry. And
Sorry
we
for
cut
what?
him off and we talking for him. He's right here.
Agreed.
Let him get it out himself.
Okay, the night you were playing cards with the fellas, you were very upset and you threw a chair.
Other dudes come in, want to feel like they this Safaree, baby. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Oh, he don't like you. And oh, yeah. Your kid.
Oh.
What triggered you at that moment? What made you so
I had a
upset?
flight to catch. And I had to leave. So that's how I left.
This man don't care.
First of all, it's not that I don't care.
Y'all gotta stop thinking this man is gonna give you substance. There's no substance there.
That's why I don't talk though.
But he do care, girl. He's been hurt. But I really do deep down in my heart believe he loves Erica.
Before we go, what's your hope for your relationship with her as a co-parent?
Just to be better than where it's at now.
Right.
That's a start.
Well, that is a start. I wish you two the best. I hope you get to a place where you can both be in a comfortable space.
Thank
I know
you.
that was not.
Let's get back. Where we at? Defendant Safaree purchased another residence in Fayette County. Wait. Did I skip something? Okay, no. As a result, I guess, of her destroying everything, Safaree purchased another residence in Fayette so he would be close to the children but not living with plaintiff. Wow.
So I'm guessing the damaged property that he's talking about, and this is the lead attorney. You guys can check out the video, the full video on his channel, is the property that Safaree was suing Erica Mena for, where it says Safaree claims Erica Mena trashed his gear. I wanted $50K for damaged property. And it says Safaree and Erica Mena's bitter divorce has gone from mudslinging to bleach pouring, according to Safaree, who claims she destroyed his expensive sneakers and motorbikes. Safaree filed documents asking the judge to hold the Love HipHop star in contempt for violating their domestic relations standing order, which prohibits them from harassing each other or destroying each other's property during the divorce. In documents, it says that Safaree said Erica did him and his stuff dirty back on May 23rd, just 2 days after she filed for divorce. He alleged that she damaged $30K worth of custom sneakers by pouring bleach on them and cutting the laces. And then right here it says that Safaree claims Erica also destroyed 2 motorbikes and four-wheelers by pouring paint all over the motorcycles and directly into the exhaust pipes and gas tanks on all the vehicles. He says her goal was pretty clear, rendered he loved bikes. All right, and then it says that she was 8 months pregnant at the time with their second child when all of this occurred. Then he says, besides money, Safaree also mentions the possibility he'll report her to law enforcement. He's considering pursuing felony charges for criminal destruction. He adds Erica's attempting a narrative in the public that she's overwhelmed with taking care of her newborn, but apparently has ample time to engage in disruptive and intentional acts to vilify and disparage him. He also claims she has changed the locks and security codes on the homes that they shared. As we reported, it's been nothing but legal drama since Erica filed for divorce, and there are also child custody issues. So that's what's going on with property. So I'm guessing it's not the property of a home. That may be a different source or a different article, but there is some damaged property that he was suing for.
To Safaree. I know I'm calling him a hoe and he's a playboy and all this. What did he do? He was like, I can't live with you, lady. He moved out the house, bought another house. But what did he do? He bought it close to the kids so that he didn't have to live with her, but he could still be close with his kids. He loves his kids. That's why Erica was so happy when she won primary physical custody. So many times women will try to hurt men by using their kids.
So through this whole journey throughout Love and Hip Hop, what we've seen is Erica Mena express how Safaree has abandoned the kids and left them or whatnot, deserted them and neglected them. But go ahead and listen to what the lead attorney have to say about the court documents on how he was trying to be in the kids' lives, but Erica was trying to keep them away from him.
Close so that he could see his children. So when he buys the house, what happens? However, after he buys the house, Erica temporarily moved with the children to Florida. Oh my God. Now they're playing games. She destroys his shit. So he moves out, buys another house close so he can stay close to the kids. What does she do? She moved the kids to Florida. Now he's got a whole house he can't do anything with. So what happened after that? Well, Safaree followed and rented a residence in Florida near plaintiff and the children. Listen, no, let's stop. Let's stop. Let me give this man Florida near the plaintiff. Near Erica. Erica then testified that she is moving back to Georgia. Oh my God. Oh, I mean, the games. The judge is like, what the hell? Do you guys see this bullshit? He buys a house in Georgia to be close to the kids. She moves the kids to Florida. Fine. Signs a 1-year lease right next to the kids to be close to the kids. Fine. What does she do? She moves back to Georgia. She moves back to Georgia. Safaree says hold on now. Safaree says that he has not provided child support for the children. He testified he provided money for food, but he doesn't know how much. He stated since October 21st, anytime Erica tells him about a cost, he pays it. Safaree was unable to provide an example of a cost requested or of money paid. All right. We were trying to help you out, Safaree. We were trying to help you out, Safaree. It's cool to, buy a house to be close to your kids. It's cool to buy an apartment or lease an apartment to be close to your kids. That's cool. You're making $65,000 a month, pimp. You can't slide Erica $1,000 a month for these kids. Now, I know she making $35,000 herself. I know Erica got it. But we got to be fair, guys. If you making $65,000 a month, and you got a couple kids floating out there, young kids that haven't been alienated against you yet, young kids that you're going to be able to see, at least just to even show the judge that you paid something. The judge said, well, did you pay her any money? He said, well, I paid for everything she requested. The judge said, well, we'll get to that in a second. But did you cut her any checks? Did you send her any Zelles? Did you send her any Cash Apps? Did you send her any wire transfer, any ACH? Did you send her anything, cash money, anything? Mm-mm. How much you're making? $65,000 a month. You didn't send her one penny? Well, I paid for everything. Okay. Give me an example of something that you paid. Oh, goddamn. I can't think of nothing off the top of my head. All right. So we gotta call it fair. You got 2 kids, you making $65,000 each month, and you can't give this lady $1,000. You can't give her, you know. Thane is, this is what I was telling you about the DRFA, the DRFA guys. Mom says her income is $34,000 a month. And her net, oh, this is what I was telling you. This is what I was telling you. Listen, guys. Remember when Victoria was like, wait a minute, I don't know if the math is mathing. You know, Victoria, you say, well, an $11,000 a month mortgage is $21,000 because then at least you're break even. So you're treading water. She makes $21,000 a month and she spends $41,000 a month. Imagine somebody bragging that they make $100,000 a year and you look at their financial. Mom's DRFA, this is what I was telling you about the DRFA, the DRFA guys. Mom says her income is $34,000 a month. And her net, oh, this is what I was telling you. This is what I was telling you. Listen, guys. Remember when Victoria was like, wait a minute, I don't know if the math is mathing. You know, Victoria said, how does she make $34,000 a month when she drives around in a Rolls Royce? This is what every single divorce attorney sees. Let me show you right here. What does it say? The mother's domestic relations financial affidavit. The mother had to fill out a financial affidavit. She said that her gross monthly income is $34,000. Her net after tax is $21,000, and her monthly expenses, $41,000. She spends $41,000 a month, but she only makes $34,000. How do you make $34,000 a month and spend $41,000 a month? Furthermore, she makes $34,000, but that's gross. So she only receives $21,000. Listen to what I'm telling you. She makes $21,000 a month and she spends double. It's not like she makes $21,000 and spends $21,000, because then at least you're break even. So you're treading water. She makes $21,000 a month and she spends $41,000 a month. Imagine somebody bragging that they make $100,000 a year and you look at their financial affidavit and they spend $200,000 a year. I make 6 figures. I make $100,000 a year. Cool. How much do you spend? $200,000 a year. This is what she's doing, right? Her DRFA does not provide debt to support her expenses exceeding her net income by almost double. Credit card statements provided evidence spending exceeding her alleged income.
If you're a mom with kids under the age of 20 and you have no life insurance, then this message is for you.
Atlanta, they're going to sell that. They got the Rock Creek property. The $41,000 a month, but she only makes $34,000. Net his monthly expenses are $27,000, right? He didn't even complete his DRFA. He has a monthly mortgage. Damn, he was paying rent at $11,000 a month. Yo, that apartment that he got in Florida, 11 racks a month? What apartment do you have in, I guess it was not an apartment. It must have been that's a house. Jesus Christ. You're renting a place just to see your kids and you're paying $11,000 a month. That must be like that has to be like a 9-bedroom house. You say, well, an $11,000 a month mortgage isn't going to get you that. True, but that's a mortgage. There's a big difference between a mortgage and a rental payment. For someone to pay $11,000 in rent, that's like a 9-bedroom house. These people are spending, right? Father's proposed gross monthly worksheet, father's proposed child support worksheet provides his gross monthly income at $61,000 and the mother's gross income at $102,000. So now it looks like they're playing with the numbers. Both parties entered into evidence, multiple bank statements. All right, so they're arguing about the money, how much they really make. Child support, we talked about it. The child support, guys, is going to be $4,300. All right. Alimony, the mother wanted alimony. They were married for 2 years. Guys, in Georgia, as a divorce attorney, there's no law that's talking about alimony, right? Well, there is laws talking about alimony, but you don't really know which cases qualify for it. It's not like California where you say, okay, after, once your marriage is for 10 years, you get, lifetime alimony possibly. That's not how it is in Georgia. But in Georgia, we attorneys, we just kind of have this, back of the envelope thing that your case will start to be considered for alimony once you reach the 10-year limit. Once you get to 10 years, then we'll consider alimony. They were married for 2 years. And look at this. They were married for 2 years. The mother asserted a claim for alimony. The judge ordered no. Neither party shall be obligated for or receive alimony. Imagine making $35,000 a month and opening your mouth trying to get some alimony.
Oh my God, I'm officially divorced! Yes! Oh my God!
Your brother. Like, you was just talking about you.
I'm officially primary custodian of the kids. Kidding me? Not all of this financial burden with my children is on me? This is not fair.
When a man shows you who he is, you have to believe him. When anybody shows you who they are, you have to believe them. Ladies and gentlemen, learn your partner before you jump ahead and fall in love with the words and all of that stuff that's left.
Financially, the kids are my responsibility. I have primary custody of them.
Damn.
But I'm strong.
Okay, so right here it says Safaree Samuels had responded to the clip that was going around where Erica Mena was celebrating her divorce and having sole custody of the kids. It says right here, Safaree shuts down reports that Erica Mena has full custody of their 2 children. And it says that we previously reported that during a now viral clip of an episode of Love HipHop, Erica Mena breaks down in tears after finding out her divorce with Safaree has been finalized. It says the clip slowly turns from tears of joy to tears of frustration when it revealed that Erica would be receiving $4,305 from Safaree in child support. And I just showed the video, and right here it says, and right here Safaree responds, "Whoever runs this page, stop spreading false information. We have joint custody. What are you talking about, losers?"
We say it together. Pray for him. For him. Okay, DJ, you can turn it up again. I'm officially single.
All right, so down here it says that Erica filed for divorce from Safaree while she was pregnant with their second child together. Their son was born in June of 2021, and it says the divorce news came out in May of 2021 when she deleted photos of them together in the same month that she announced her pregnancy. Then she wrote on Instagram, "Marriage is not easy at all, but having a family for your very own makes up for all. God, I thank you for the protection and all the consistent blessings. I have been through way too much not to be as grateful as I truly am." Now, right here it says the home was sold to TV executive and producer Carlos King. It doesn't seem that the home was a part of the divorce. It appears that they had an amicable divorce at best.
Okay, so I often meet with celebrity couples before they get married. We can discuss ways to protect your interests and your privacy.
So one thing we're gonna really get into right away is us purchasing our dream home. We wanna make sure that everything that we own is insured.
Okay, you can make that happen.
And then I wanted to start the process to get maybe a prenup situated.
We can have that conversation. Are you ready to have that conversation?
I think we should have had that in private first before you.
That's why we're here.
Do you guys need a minute? I can step out for a second.
Yeah.
You're going about this all wrong. We should have had a private convo before you put me in front of some stranger ass lawyer that I never met a day in my life. And
But
now
that's
you want to be talking about
how you do
details for a prenup. No, we should have spoke about this before.
So what are you saying? You don't want one? Is that what it is?
That's not something I ever even thought about. Is this love and something real, or is this a business deal?
This
Like,
is obviously something real, babe. Come on.
this is the mother of my child, my fiance, the woman I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with. And she pulls this on me. We're weeks away from getting married. I've been telling everybody how perfect this relationship is. But how are we getting married if you still have doubts?
But you also have to understand where I'm coming from. Like what I experienced with you. I'm letting you know, if you cheat on me, there's no saving anything. I get it all.
But you sound crazy. If I cheat, you get everything I have. No, we having a baby together. I'm locked in no matter what. Why are you coming at me with this type of BS? I have never, ever cheated on my woman. I don't know why she's coming to talk to me about a prenup, and especially underlining cheating.
So why did you get accused of being with Gabby from Love HipHop Miami?
Who accused me of that?
The vlogs.
I don't know. Blogs? Blogs make up a lot of.
I'm not trying to make any problems for our relationship at all. You know, honestly, I didn't know how to talk about it. I just want to be protected. That's it. I love you and I do want to marry you. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. My biggest fear is ending up to be a wife back.
So following the television show and the divorce situation and everything, here's an update of how things are going with him, Erica, and the kids so far.
In a special way. Thank you, dear. Yeah. So the children in this house is
put your hand out.
Ties here. Father, we thank you for the seeds of the come to promote your name of the gospel. You said it's more blessed to give than to receive. So Lord, I lift this.
Alright, we're about to taste it. About to taste it, okay?
No, I want you. Show me that.
It's good. Yo, it's a wrap. I learned how to cook. Yeah. Like, them can't beat me, you mad? Them can't touch me, you mad? Who are on the place? Who are on the place? Buckler. Don't say that.
All right, so you guys have seen that. Me personally, I'm not in a position to say what's real or what's not, or what goes on behind reality TV, or whether he is taking care of his kids or not, or whether the kids have enough money to be taken care of. That's between them. But as long as they're doing things for the betterment of their children, that's really all that counts. I think some people are confusing how he treats Erica with him being a bad father to his kids. Even though his actions does reflect back to the kids when it comes to how it affects her mentally, but we still have to look at the reality that sometimes men may treat the woman bad and don't want to be with the woman anymore, but that doesn't mean that they don't love their kids. And because you want it to work out and you want it to be a two-parent household and you want it to be the way that it should be, It seems like because he's not treating you right and regarding your feelings, he's abandoning the family. Which in a lot of ways he is, because that's not how God intended it to be. But unfortunately, we living in a world where it has become the norm to check out and not accept the responsibilities or even go through the struggles that we need to go through in order to get to where we need to get to. But that's not to say that a person doesn't love their kids. So you guys go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you all think about this. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.